Well, good morning, my darlings, and welcome to the Charleston and South Carolina travel vlog. My goodness, am I happy to be here. As you can see, it is the most glorious morning. The sun is shining, and I just said to Freddie, the flowers are out, it's spring here. It feels as though we are a season ahead here in South Carolina. So we're here for 5 or 6 days. We flew in last night. You'll have seen that in my last vlog, and Freddie and I are staying at a hotel called The Mills for our first couple of days, and it is a pink hotel. It's absolutely beautiful. You can see this gorgeous courtyard behind me. We woke up a little bit jet lagged at about 6 o'clock this morning. It's now 8 AM and I think we're going to head out, get a coffee and explore this area. So Charleston is kind of like a peninsula, and I would say we're on the bottom third. I think we're really close to the historical district, not too far from the iconic Rainbow Row. I've already researched a nice coffee shop nearby and also a lovely historical street. So without further ado, let's go and explore. So it was pitch black when Freddie and I arrived last night, so this is literally, oh my gosh, even the every vista so far that I've seen of Charleston is just beautiful. This is the view down our street. Our hotel is pink. Guess who chose the hotel? It's got beautiful palms, there's a gorgeous church down there, and I think we're heading in this direction. I think it's about a 4-minute walk to our first destination of the day. Well, we've been outside in Charleston for a grand total of about 10 minutes.
And we spent 7 of those minutes doing the Charleston.
7 minutes of those doing the Charleston, as you'll have just seen. And we've already decided that this is the most Freddie and Josie place in the entire world.
We're moving.
I think if you never see us again, you'll find us in Charleston. For a stop of the day, we come down this really sweet little street. It's called Queen Street, and we're gonna get a coffee in this lovely little place called Harkin. Spotted this on Instagram. How do we get in? Here we go. Dogs are not permitted.
Oh no.
Well, it's safe to say I know that I can bring Charlie to Charleston because this coffee shop has a La Marzocco, which is the coffee machine that he's obsessed with, and that we've got a mini version of at home. And this one is in this lovely rusty terracotta colour. So beautiful. I've just ordered one of these, a matcha and avocado shortbread biscuit. Look at all the beautiful antique style decoration, reclaimed wood. This is my kind of place. So just a very short stroll from where we picked up a coffee. We've been walking down Queen Street. It's so quiet and peaceful. Freddie and I just keep gasping at all the buildings here because it's so magical. Behind me, this is an alley called Philadelphia Alley, and as you can see, the floor is cobbled in places. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the history of the cobblestones later. They're actually not called cobblestones here though, but that's another story. So Philadelphia Alley is one of the oldest alleys in Charleston, and they used to have duels here back hundreds of years ago. So you'd start in the middle with your duel and your pistol, you'd take 10 steps away from your opponent, then you'd spin on your heels, and then yeah,
It's really long and narrow.
exactly. It's just charming. Charming is the word so far to describe Charleston. We're in love. We love it here so much. I've already changed outfits. It started to get pretty warm in the sunshine. I think it's probably around 22, 23 degrees at the moment, which is just heavenly. So I popped on this lovely Zimmermann dress that I didn't get a chance to wear or really enjoy over the Valentine's Day weekend because I wasn't feeling too well. But now we've come to an area called the Battery, which is on the waterfront, and there are some of the most beautiful houses in Charleston here, including Freddie is currently swooning over this magical pink house, which I'll show you. I'm gonna definitely check out the house prices here because, oh my gosh, I want to live here so badly. So these are some of the houses on the waterfront of the Battery. Look at these beautiful little balconies, gorgeous doorways, oh, palm trees, and Freddie's pink house.
It's my house.
We have to get up on that walkway. You've reserved it.
I'm buying this house.
Okay, I'll buy next door, madame.
The white one.
Yes, I'll have this one, and you have this one. Gorgeous. called the White Point Gardens, and Charleston has a 350-year-old history, which for America is very, very old. And so there's lots of historical figures and statues and also plaques around the streets, giving you a little bit of knowledge about what went on those streets or what historical figures are commemorated there. This is a beautiful pergola, look at this, my goodness. Everywhere here is so beautiful. Imagine what this will look like when all the bushes are in bloom. Just one of the little side roads off the Battery. Look at this magical tree. I'm not sure what kind of tree it is. I don't recognize the leaves. The leaves almost look like an olive tree, but look at this beautiful house beyond it with this gorgeous veranda overlooking the ocean. I'd like to get Freddy's strop on my vlog. What did you just say to me, darling?
I said it's not fair. I want to whip.
Well, I'm having a little bit of a fangirl moment because this is where Julia Engel took her most recent Instagram photo.
Really?
Yeah. I think I need to recreate it. I'm such a fangirl. Oh my gosh. So this is Thomas Rose's house. Who was Thomas Rose? This is a notable early Georgian house, replaced a smaller house on the premises, built by Thomas Rose soon after his marriage to Boulier Elliot, daughter of Thomas Elliot. Oh, he got mortally wounded in a duel, and his ghost still inhabits this house. We keep stumbling across all these little places that I remember hearing about when I've been watching videos about Charleston over the last 10 days or so, and we are currently walking down Longitude Lane. A lot of the houses around here are getting a renovation done, so you're going to hear a lot of bangs, but Longitude Lane actually runs east to west, whereas Longitude is obviously north to south, but this lane was named Longitude Lane after a sailor. Gosh, I'm not going to be very good at telling this history story, but I think what happened is some chap developed an instrument that could measure distance when you're sailing and therefore could measure longitude, and because Charleston is such a mariner city, they decided to celebrate this by naming this very narrow and beautiful lane Longitude Lane, even though it runs across latitude. Gosh. I don't think I have a future as a history teacher, but look at this lovely tree. This here behind me is another very iconic area of Charleston. It's called Rainbow Row, and I'm sure you can guess why. The houses are all painted different colours. I believe this originated where a seaman's wife painted her house pink, and then she encouraged all her neighbours to follow suit and paint their houses beautifully. I might have made that up. I'm going to have to recommend that you fact check all of my historical quotes in this vlog because my memory is not the best, but either way, it's a beautiful, beautiful street. So next stop on our postcard tour of Charleston is the American Theatre, and this is of course where Ali and Noah went on their first date in The Notebook. It's a very traditional, very retro looking theatre. Unfortunately, just our luck, we have two cars parked right outside, which is absolutely no good for taking photos. Lunch is served. We've chosen to dine at a place called the Patisserie, which is on King Street. I think it's part of the Bennett Hotel, and I have got this little, I think it's a lemon cake for my pudding, and I've just got a nice little sandwich for my luncheon. What have you got, darling?
It's like a mushroom. I don't know if it's mushroom or veggie.
Mushroom, good girl.
And like a frangipane.
Frangipane? Maybe we should sample each other's desserts.
I think so.
Yay, gorgeous. Look at this beautiful sunny corner next to the pink church. So lovely. So with our tummies full from lunchtime, we are now taking a little stroll back towards the hotel just to kind of freshen up a little bit. And it happens that King Street is the most direct street back to the hotel, which also happens to be a little shopping street. I think there's a real mixture of boutiques and also more kind of chain stores. I believe there is a brand new Love Shack Fancy down here somewhere. And apparently there's also a Louis Vuitton and more kind of global designer boutiques. So we're taking a little stroll. And just like everywhere else, it's beautiful. Rodeo Drive's got nothing on this. I think we have to just do a quick look around here. 25% off everything. Camera is not loving the lighting in here, but it's just so beautiful. Look at the detail. So gorgeous. This is the best mirror for outfit pictures. Cowgirl Freddy. Yeehaw! Oh, it's so cute. Oh, it's Lack of Colour. It's Lack of Colour, the Australian brand. So cute. Doesn't it? I have never seen chocolate presented in such a beautiful way. Look, you open the bird cage and there's all the truffles. The Georgia peach cream truffle. Red velvet cake truffle. So we are peckish for a spot of lunch, and this hotel, the Dewberry, has the largest roof terrace in Charleston, so we're hoping we might be able to get a table in the sunshine. So we finally made it up to the Dewberry rooftop. We're gonna have some wine or cocktails?
I think rosé, I'm in the mood.
I think rosé as well. We have spent the last couple of hours just going down lots of side streets on an area called South Broad, which is south of Broad Street. Broad Street being the broadest street in Charleston, very imaginative. We've taken some gorgeous pictures. Every corner is so photogenic. We've literally been snapping non-stop. If you guys head to our Instagrams, by the time this video goes up, they'll probably be like a week old. Yeah, flooded with Charleston pictures. But we're at the Citrus Club now, which is at the top of the Dewberry. It's the largest roof terrace in Charleston, and I'm going to show you the view, and then we're going to have some beverage.
Champagne.
Cheers to a very productive morning of snapping, darling.
Yeah.
So from up here you can really see that we are on a peninsula. I don't know if you can see this moving vessel over here. It's a cargo ship full of shipping containers. I don't think I've ever seen one so up close before. You can see so many of the churches. Wow, what a great view. So we are up on the Dewberry roof terrace, and we have ordered some pre-dinner snacks, and my goodness, American portions are extraordinary. We have got veggie tacos, we've got loaded fries, and we have got some potato chips. Bon appetit! Well, we've been here a little bit longer than we intended to be here. We've had a couple of glasses of champagne and rosé and cocktails, and the lovely waitress Mandy was like, can I bring you some Don Julio shots before you go? 2 ounce pours. And we said, well, it'd be rude not to. When in Rome.
Jesus Christ.
When in Charleston. Jesus Christ.
Oh God, we're literally buying chocolate.
It's okay, Jesus forgives you. Jesus likes tequila too. Good evening, my darling.
Pull yourself together,
Pull yourself together, woman. We've had tequila and we're feeling jolly. Very jolly. Don't be mean to me.
Sorry.
I can crop you out. So we have just had a very quick freshen up / dance around the hotel room for 10 minutes. Da, 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 da. And now we're heading to dinner. We've just eaten so much stuff at the Dewberry. American portions are about 12 times bigger than we were expecting. But the chipotle sauce was good. And now we're heading to a restaurant called 82 Queen Street, which is unsurprisingly on Queen Street, which happens to be right by our hotel. And I think we're gonna have some fried chicken.
Yeah, and pie.
Great. Oh my god, this is so cute. I love the palm trees. I love that for you. Here we go. Next stop after dinner, we've come to the Hotel Bennett. I've seen a very beautiful, sorry if the camera's shaking by the way. Ooh, I've suddenly got the chills. They've got the most beautiful pink bar. Let's go and check it out. This place is pretty. It's a Freddy kind of place. Oh, we're home. Cheers, my darling, to pink champagne in the pink bar. Our first day in Charleston. So whenever Madame and I travel back to our hotels, we always travel in style. We've got the bike taxi this evening. We're cycling down King Street, which is the street that we came shopping down earlier. We're going to pass Love Shack Fancy in a second, and Club Monaco. But this is the way to see the city in style. If you can't get a pony and trap, get a bike taxi. Good morning, my darlings. Day 2 on our American adventure, and we have a bit of a road trip today. We are heading to a place called Cypress Gardens, which I cannot wait to show you. You're going to, yeah, oh, you'll know. Yeah, we don't even need to finish that sentence. But to fuel ourselves up for the road trip, we've come back to Harkin, which we now consider to be our local cafe. We're going to get some nice coffee and some snacks for the road trip. We're both wearing lovely kind of botanical Zimmermann dresses, which is perfect for our destination. And the sun has literally just come out and it's perfect. And yeah.
It takes about 45 minutes. It's a half-mile trip.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And there's lots of gators out there.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is.
Wait, are you serious? There's actually alligators? Yeah, it's a swamp.
When you come here. I'm going to show you right now.
Oh my gosh.
You see that double tree right there? Right there?
Yes.
Okay, when you get to that tree, you look right there on the back side of that tree in the water. There's 2 little ones right there. They're about 2 foot long.
2 foot babies.
I've seen some out there 18 feet long.
Starting off today's part of the vlog in a very, very special location. This has been on my wish list to visit ever since I started researching the Carolinas. So today we are at a beautiful place called Cypress Gardens, and no prizes for guessing which iconic, most romantic movie scene was filmed here. It was, of course, the scene where Allie and Noah go out on the little white boat in The Notebook. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem that there are any swans here today, only alligators for company. But we're paddling through. It's about a 45-minute loop. And you follow the little white arrows on the trees. Haven't seen any alligators just yet, but
we did see a big splash.
We did see a big splash, so there might be one in the distance. I didn't show you yesterday, but this is the gorgeous hat that I got from Love Shack Fancy yesterday. So I thought it'd be perfect for wearing out on the boat. I'm currently being sailed along by Freddie. She's taken the oar. She's got the oar. Well done, darling. and I think there's going to be a beautiful little white bridge coming out, so we're going to stop to take some snaps. The sun is just starting to come out and it's just rather lovely. Oh my goodness gracious me. An actual alacrocalligator.
I think my breath just left my
Oh my goodness me.
Oh my god, I'm dying. Oh my god.
He looks so angry.
This is safe.
Okay, it's time to hit the road. This is our first proper road trip of the trip. We've got a
the
2-hour
road,
drive. Hit the road, Joes. We've got a 2-hour drive to a place called Hilton Head, which is a beautiful kind of coastal town. It looks absolutely stunning from what we've seen so far. Gosh, it is toasty. Let's get the windows down. The car is absolutely massive. We have a Ford Expedition. It's definitely the biggest car I've ever driven. Let's go. About 2 hours later, and we have driven through some beautiful terrain, some kind of like swamplands and areas with lots of live oaks and Spanish moss. I found out that that's what it's called, and we're about probably 40 minutes now from Hilton Head, but at this very moment in time we are in a long queue for a drive-through for Chick-fil-A upon Madame's request. What are you gonna get, darling? Chicken sandwich?
Yeah.
Chicken sandwich and chips. Apparently milkshakes are good, so I'm gonna get one of those. And it's perfect blue skies, so hopefully by the time we get to Hilton Head it'll still be glorious, and we can do a little bit of exploring. We're trying to find if there's anywhere that we can rent some beautiful bikes, but it's such a lovely day, and I actually really enjoy driving these roads. They're so massive and the cars are all massive. It just feels like you're playing massive. It feels like you're playing Mario Kart or something in a big toy. It's me, Mario.
Alright, Josie, how can I help you today?
Have you got a picture of the menu on the back of your card, or did you just because I'm not very familiar with it? Thank you. Newbie. Ooh, please may I have the meal of the 4 chicken strips?
Gotcha.
So that comes with chips, right? Yes, fabulous. And then may I please
with chips?
Mac and cheese, please.
You want mac and cheese instead?
Yes, please.
Instead.
Gotcha.
Oh no, as well.
Oh,
Sorry,
as
as well.
well,
As,
gotcha.
yeah. May I get a strawberry milkshake, please? Ooh, waffle potato fries. That's all for me. Freddie, darling, what would you like?
Let's have a quick look. I think I'm just gonna get the Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Yes.
Yeah. With the chips.
Do you have Diet Coke?
Yes.
Can I have a Diet Coke, please, with no
Gotcha.
ice?
But then I'm also going to have the cookies and cream milkshake, please.
Ooh, very nice.
Best thing I've ever tasted.
That's amazing. Lunch is served. We've got Chick-fil-A. I've got macaroni cheese. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to try this. My mouth is watering. And then we've got these little chicken strips. Freddie's got a cookies and cream milkshake. I've got a strawberry milkshake. And this looks absolutely delicious.
So good.
Oh my gosh. I can't actually talk to the camera. You guys know how I can't talk when food's in front of me because my mouth waters so much. So I'm gonna enjoy. On the road, we have made it to an area called Hilton Head, Hopefully you can hear me over the fountain. It is.
She was such a good driver. She got us here in one piece.
Oh, I just loved it, and I don't know if you could tell from that last little bit, but the roads leading from the mainland to Hilton Head was so beautiful. It's just stunning. Everywhere that we visited on this trip is just absolutely stunning. We don't have very long at Hilton Head. It's really just this afternoon that we have to explore. So we're gonna check into the room super quickly, and then I think we're gonna try and rent some bikes and go and explore. Yay! So after a long day in the car, we have finally made it to Hilton Head, and we have got straight to the bike rental, and we're going to do a little bit of exploring. We've got the bikes on the beach. It's an absolutely humongous beach, so beautiful. The sun is so nice and warm. We've actually got the bikes for 24 hours. I think we're going to drop them off this evening because we are heading off again early in the morning, but it's just absolutely stunning here. It's so lovely that everyone here is on holiday. And I can't believe how warm it is for the end of February. You funny bunny! So we've cycled about half an hour down towards, I think, the south of Hilton Head. And are we in love with this area? Or
No, it's just not fair because everywhere we go, like, we love it here, we love it here, we want to move here.
I think the plan is we get a townhouse in Charleston and then we get a beach
Holiday
house
home,
here. Yeah, it's about 2.5 hours from Charleston, but how worth it, like to come for your weekends here. And the houses here, I'm cycling as close to the edge as I possibly can. Everyone has this little boulevard. I'm being so nosy. Everyone has these beautiful boulevards and just like a minute walk from the beach. Imagine throwing open your shutters and having this view every morning.
And the sand is so white. It's so clean, and oh my god, it's lovely.
I love it here so much. Hello, I live here. Look at this beach. Did you guys know beaches like this were in South Carolina? I'm in love. Well, we have been cycling for about an hour or so, and now we have decided that it is time for an ice cream. There's actually not really a main kind of town centre here because it's very much built up around various holiday homes. But we found this little promenade and there's a picture of an ice cream on this board, so we are feeling very optimistic. And the trees here are covered in the Spanish moss. I've seen lots of like trails for Spanish moss trails. I love it! It's just so fascinating. Wherever you go in the world, they have different, you know, like native plants, and it's just so beautiful. And apparently these are not palm trees, they're palmetto trees. Either way, they're lovely. What flavour have you got, madame?
I don't want to tell you because that's such a vibe.
It's what?
It's like I'm fine.
Sherbet. Rainbow sherbet. Looks lovely. Mine is red velvet cupcake. They have some crazy flavours here.
Thank you.
Apple pie, chocolate fudge, peanut butter pretzel, rocky road, key lime pie. So we worked up a little bit of an appetite eating our ice cream and we found out that there is a Whole Foods nearby, and it's just so much more exciting coming to Whole Foods. I remember we went to one in Palm Springs.
It wasn't Whole Foods. The one where you got the willies out.
Yes.
No, that was the other one.
Yeah.
No, that was the other one. Trader Joe's. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're gonna get some snacks, and I think we're just gonna have a movie night and catch up with some work in the hotel room. Good morning, my darlings. Starting today's part of the vlog off fresh-faced at 6:30 in the morning. We have got 6 hours of driving today. We're heading down or across or up. I think across to Alabama. So I thought I would come and do a sunrise beach walk to stretch my legs ahead of a long day in the car. And now that I say that out loud, I'm not sure that's a good thing to do, because does that mean that you're going to cramp when you're in the car? I'm not sure. But the sun is due to rise in about 10 minutes. And I have to say I'm very impressed that there are quite a few people out here on the beach as well. Sometimes when I wake up early and do these sunrise walks, it's literally just me, but there's quite a few people out here with their dogs, there's a few people running. It's really lovely to see so many people seizing the day. But the sea behind me is super calm. I think I'm just gonna walk for 20 minutes, enjoy the sea air during this lovely calm part of the day. And then we're packing up and hitting the road. We haven't been long in Hilton Head at all. I'd have loved to have spent maybe 2 or 3 nights here to really get to know the area. And I think if you come, I would say the perfect time to come here would be like maybe May, April, May, because it's warm now and it's February, so it must be scorching in summer, but maybe where we're right on the beach, it's probably got a lovely breeze. But I'm already in my head planning my next trip to South Carolina, and Charleston and Hilton Head will be my 2 ports of call. And there she is. The sun has risen for another morning. I don't know why, but I always get quite emotional watching sunrises. Whew. And it's so lovely to see so many people. Gosh, why am I crying? Oh, it's so lovely to see so many people just stood watching and being grateful for something that we see every day. What am I like? Oh, beautiful, beautiful sunrise. Another day, another beautiful day. As usual, starting the day with a coffee, and actually one of my followers that lives here in Bluffton recommended this place called Corner Perk Coffee Shop. So I decided to try one of their specialty chai lattes, and now we're going to do a little bit of exploring. So we are now on our road trip to Alabama, and we have some really beautiful stops along the way. First of which is Bluffton, which is a really beautiful, I'm not sure if it's a town or a village, probably a town, and it's just very typical of this area with the beautiful style of buildings with the gorgeous big pavilions, not pavilions, what do you call them, kind of like balcony areas out the front. It's very Forrest Gump kind of style around here, and we've made a pit stop at a place called the Church of the Cross, which is the most iconic church in Bluffton. You might recognize it, it's quite a famous and iconic building, and it's right on the riverfront, so we're going to do a little bit of exploring around here, drive around Bluffton for a little while, and then our next stop is Savannah. So here it is, the Church of the Cross, right on the riverfront. Look how beautiful this location is. My goodness, these places, everywhere is just so beautiful around here, and we were saying it's just so different to how everything looks in the UK. Look at the hanging Spanish moss, just glistening coming down from the trees. Well, you may notice that I'm in another outfit.
Oh, I didn't even think you changed.
I know, I got changed in the car. I am just trying to take loads of pictures while we're here because it's so beautiful. But anyway, we are now in a new state. We have driven about half an hour from beautiful Bluffton, and we are now in Savannah, Georgia, which so many people message saying, Josie, Freddie, you're going to absolutely love it there. so far it looks beautiful. It's like a mini charming Charleston, isn't it?
Yeah,
so beautiful. It's the most gorgeous day. It's so warm. I can't believe this is the perfect time of year to come, isn't it?
I know. Amazing.
So
apparently it does
perfect.
get really hot in the summer and like
Too
sticky.
hot.
Yeah.
Oh, well, this is
Too
just
darn hot.
perfect.
As a man called Patisserie.
Right behind me is another very iconic place from a very, very iconic film. It is a place called Chippewa Square, and I'm going to find the exact spot, read you the line, and then you'll know exactly what film I mean. So here it is. This is the famous spot, Chippewa Square, and of course the famous line. My mama once said, life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. This is of course where Forrest Gump sat on the bench waiting for the bus at Chippewa Square in Savannah, Georgia. Life was like a box of chocolates. Savannah is just a little pit stop. We are having maybe a little light bite, a little brunch, and I just everywhere. I'm in like a state of a daze the whole time.
Me too, and I'm a bit overwhelmed because
beautiful.
there's like so much to take in, and you've only got so much time, and you've only got 2 eyes.
Exactly. I wish that everywhere that we've been we could spend like a full 24 hours at least. But I have actually been following this girl's blog post. Her blog is Jasmine Ali. Credit to her because she's done some really. I think she's from the south. Yeah. She's a travel blogger, and she did some really beautiful posts on the most beautiful places in Charleston and also Savannah. And she recommended this place, which is called Mirabelle Cafe. Mirabelle.
So pretty. I can't even.
Such a beautiful building, and we're right sitting opposite this spectacular church.
Oh, but they tried to copy Notre Dame.
Yeah.
In like this super cute Southern American way. I love
Brown
it.
and white. It's very aesthetic. Beautiful. So we're gonna get a coffee, we're gonna get some brunch, and then we really are gonna hit the road, Jack, because we've got
the road, Jones. Jones go.
Everyone here thinks we're bonkers.
Everyone. It's so funny.
They are correct. Because then it's 6 hours to sweet home, Alabama. Here's our brunch. I've got a lemon ricotta waffle with, I think it was, what did it say? Oh no, lemon zinger I went for. Lavender lemon curd creme, homemade raspberry and cardamom jam with whipped cream. Ah, breakfast with a view. How is it, my darling? Let's see. Delicioso, stabilenko, brillante, superfluous. I don't know if that was a real word.
It's a real word.
Superb. Jolly good. Driving past Forrest Gump Square again. Oh, Square. Madison Square. Oh, we can pretend it's Chippewa Square.
You know, I invested in a fruit company called Apple.
So, we are on the road, and the satellite navigation system is saying 5 hours. Ooh. 5 hours, 27 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
What's going to be our halftime entertainment and road trip?
I think we're going to start off with Mamma Mia.
Yes.
And then maybe Mamma Mia 2.
That sounds wonderful.
And then we'll go from there. I was inspired by the Savannah cinema.
Let's go. Well, my darlings, we have been driving now for about 4 hours. We just suddenly got really confused because the sat-nav said you're going to arrive at 4 when we originally thought we were going to arrive at 5, but we realized Alabama is an hour behind South Carolina because it's a new state and it's slightly further west than South Carolina, so we've gained an hour, which is great. But darlings, I have realised that this vlog is probably getting quite long, and I think it'd be fun to split this vlog into 2. So I think now is a really good place to stop and I'm gonna do another one for Sweet Home Alabama, which I think is just gonna be such an incredible experience. I've also been editing some of the photos, and I think I can do some really good guides to, not guides, because obviously I've not been here long enough to do a guide, but you know, just some notes on where we really enjoyed visiting in South Carolina. So I am going to do a few blog posts, which possibly might be live by the time you're watching this video. So if they are, and when they are, I'm going to leave them linked down below just in case you guys come to visit South Carolina and the South in general, which I could not recommend any more highly. I think it's been really obvious throughout this vlog that we have just adored South Carolina. We are in love with the South, and I can't wait to explore some more. So darlings, thank you so much for watching. Please do stick around for the Alabama vlog, because that's going to be another adventure. But darlings, thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and everything that I've worn so far throughout the trip will be linked in the description box down below, as well as other information about the trip. So darlings, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheerio, toodle pip, bye bye.